What is going on, all you heavy metal homesteaders? This is Jeremy from Bryce Spring Homestead. It is a gorgeous morning. Not too hot, not too cold. Warm enough to wear shorts and a light t-shirt, but not cold enough, or not cold, or not so hot that you have to. So today, before I have to take my nap to go to work, we are going to be putting in the trellises for the peas in the in-ground garden. We're running late on putting these peas in the ground by about 10 days or so, says the wife. So we're going to be using cattle panels for the trellises, and we're going to arch them over the walkway. It's gonna look so cute, but I'm gonna use pieces of rebar and a couple pieces of scrap steel that I found to drive into the ground to keep the cattle panels from springing out and, you know, kicking over all of our other plants that are going to be around it. So first I need to cut this rebar, and this is just some some scrap 1/2-inch whatever rusty old rebar that I found that was already here on the homestead when we bought it, and a grate out of the deep freeze that we use to keep the hog feed in when we have hogs. But I'm gonna cut the little bars out and just use these two side bars, cut those in half, and we should have enough to do 2 trellises. I can't remember. I'll have to get back with the wife to see how many trellises exactly we're putting up, but I know we're putting up at least 2. At least 1 for the peas and 1 for the cucumbers. So hopefully it's gonna look super cool. So let's get cutting this rebar and start putting this thing together. Need to get it done soon because I gotta take a nap before I go to work tonight. When I don't get my nap the first day back on 12-hour overnight shifts, it's kind of a pain. So let's get to work. All right, so we've got all the stuff in here. We've got the rebar, we've got the string, we've got butane torches, we've got the cattle panels, we've got me, your lovely host. And we're gonna run some string from one side to the other to make sure we have some nice straight lines for when we put the rows of plants in and the walkways and the arches. So I think we're gonna do that first, maybe. I could be wrong. But that's one thing we're going to be doing. And then we will find the locations for the exact locations for the cattle panel trellises. Then we'll hammer those rebar stakes in, set those up, wire those into place. We'll be done with that. It's going to look so cute. It's going to look cute. All right, so stringing up the lines for the walkways and the separations, it's kind of boring. So I wasn't going to bore you with that. But basically, we lined off the separations between the walkways and the areas that we're going to be planting in. So like, for instance, we've got a walkway here. We actually took some chalk and wrote it down. Here, check this out. So when you come in the gate, first you got a walkway. Then we'll have our okra and corn will be down there. And then we're doing something kind of cool. So next we have another walkway, which is 4 foot, but here is the rebar that we're going to be putting in because we're going to have an archway at either end. This one's going to be for peas on this side. And then this is where we're going to plant the peas and cucumbers at the other end. And I don't know if we're going to do anything else. And then we got another walkway. And peas are going to be growing up the side of this one. And then over here we're going to have all our zucchini and squash and watermelon, cantaloupe, another one, can't remember. So hopefully we can get enough plants in here that it'll feed us for quite a while. I don't know if it's gonna feed us for a year, but baby steps. We went from in-ground garden, which did really well, but still, again, not nearly, half.
Bed garden.
Huh?
It's above ground beds.
What'd I say?
In-ground.
The raised beds did us really well. So now we're upgrading to the in-ground. I think this is quite the upgrade. What do you think, honey? Yeah. Yeah. She's mad at me. So she says, no, I'm not. So all right, so next we're going to burn the holes for the stakes, get those driven in. Then we're gonna put up the trellises, wire them into place, and I don't know if that's it. If it is, then that'll be it. All right, so we're just gonna be taking a handy dandy little butane torch and melting little holes in the ground fabric. So I got them marked off, and I'm just gonna burn tiny little holes just big enough for these to come through. So we don't want weeds to have a chance to make an escape. So snap it straight, move it. Look at that. Perfection. I doubt I'll be able to do it that perfect again. Then we'll, the other side, snap it straight, move it. Perfection. Angle them in a bit. And there you go. This one. There we go. Sweet. Now to do the rest. All right, so all the stakes are in. Now we're just gonna take the cattle panels, fold them into an arch, get them inside those rebar stakes, cut some wire and wire them down so they don't shift. And we're done. Easy peasy, wifey squeezy. All right, so slight change of plans. So whenever we put the cattle panel on, as you saw, I don't know what I was thinking, but it won't just sit straight up. It's gonna flop over one way or the other. Even if I wired them down, they're still just gonna flop over. If I wire them down, they wouldn't spring apart, but they're still just gonna lay over. So we're going to go ahead, we're gonna leave those stakes in, but we're gonna take T-posts and put one on either side, right in the middle, to hold it up structurally. Plus it'll help narrow it out on the sides and bring it up so even my bigness can get in. So trial and error. All right, so as you can see, we put the T-posts in and left the stakes in. I think that's gonna be really cool. That's probably a good 8 foot tall right there, 7.5, 8 foot tall. There's gonna be plenty of room for those peas to grow up the sides. It's gonna look pretty. So now we're gonna take these awesome, I swear by these things, the Lockjaw spring metal T-post clips. Get these. Spend the little extra money to get these. You will not be disappointed. They're great. You've heard me talk about them before, but they are wonderful. So I'm gonna put these on and we will move on to the next one. Put that one in and I think we'll be done for the day. At least I will be. I gotta go take a nap. So here we go. And this is why I love these spring clips. Take it in, hook it around the one side, band it around the other. Boom, done. That thing is tight, ain't going anywhere. So much better than the ones, the traditional ones that come with the T-posts when you buy them. Those things are garbage. They're good to have around just in case, but these are where it's at. All right, so Christine is gonna go ahead and burn the holes for the peas on either side. Honey, your number.
I'm not very good at it.
Can make them a little bigger. How big do you think the stalks on the peas are gonna be?
Doesn't like this one.
I think you're holding it too close. You don't have to hold it right up against it. There you go. Nice. And the reason to burn them instead of just cutting the holes is this stuff is woven, and when you cut it, you run a risk of inevitably having the woven material fray out. So if you burn it, you melt it all together and you're less likely to have fraying. And it's super quick and easy. It's way easier than trying to cut the holes. One more. And just like that, we've got what, 12? 14 holes for peas. Lots of peas. So that is how you burn your pea holes. In case you didn't know. All right, everybody, so check it out. We got the trellises up and we burned our pea holes. I think it looks great. Super easy to put up without doing all the recording and whatnot. This probably would have taken us 30, 45 minutes to an hour. So we couldn't have asked for a better day either. I don't know what Christine's thinking with long pants on and a hoodie, but it's beautiful out. Today was a great day to come out and do some stuff for the garden. So I'm gonna go take a nap. It is now a little after 12. I got to be at work at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. tonight, so I'm gonna try to take a nap. But hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video, share the video, because that's what's gonna help us the most. And subscribe if you haven't already. We'd really appreciate it. And check out all of our other videos. Check out our Facebook. And I think I might be going over to another, adding another platform or two. I've been thinking about doing Instagram and thinking about doing TikTok. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you have any comments or questions, boom, right down below. So, all right, guys, from all of us here at Bright Spring Homestead, we'll see you on the next video. Stay heavy metal, homesteaders.